Let's get to the big fish. Jim Harbaugh back in the NFL, man. I just want to say this as a Justin Herbert truther. Thank you. If he couldn't be the head coach of my Chicago Bears, and which I thought was not really thought it was a possibility, but I didn't know how much that him and Kevin Warren hated each other. So once I figured that story out, yeah, there was no chance in hell that was gonna happen. But Justin Herbert, as great and as talented as he is, not had a coach. He just had Brandon Staley was employed way longer than he needed to. Kellen Moore, I don't even want to blame Kellen Moore because I feel like he didn't really have full play calling decisions when it came to that. And I feel like it would be a good drive that he would call and it would go back to Brandon Staley doing some dumb shit. But we're going to really figure out who Justin Herbert is. If Justin Herbert can't make it work with Jim Harbaugh, who has won everywhere he's been, then he's just not that guy. And there's a lot of Herbert haters out there, they will be vindicated. But if this goes the way that I feel it'll go, I will be vindicated. Now, I'm not saying they're going to win a Super Bowl or anything like that. The worst thing that's going to happen here is that you are in division with Patrick LeVon Mahomes the second. So you got to see that nigga twice a year. So that's two losses right there. But I think this is a great move for them, a great move for Jim. And Jim Harbaugh, he accomplished what he wanted to accomplish in Michigan won the championship, and he's bringing majority of his staff with him. Of course, I'm the coach who's actually going to replace him, the black coach. I can't remember his name. I feel bad for him. He's going to fall on the sword. Yeah, he's going to be like, remember in that scene in Dark Knight Rises that they expect one of us in the wreckage, brother. That's going to be him when them sanctions drop on Michigan. But for the Chargers, I like it. And on top of that, there's going to be no pressure because nobody in LA gives a fuck about the goddamn Chargers. So there will be no pressure on them to get it done, but I think that's a good job for them. Pav, what do you think about Harbaugh to LA?
I think it's a good hiring. I mean, like you said, he has won everywhere he's been. He won with the Niners. The Michigan program, when he got there, is not the Michigan program that just won the national championship. It is not the Michigan. It was not at all. And it wasn't that program for a long time until this year. It wasn't that program since Charles Wilson was there, basically. So he has turned that around. I think it's a good hiring. And also, I think it's a good spot to pick for his sake. Like you said, it's the Chargers. You're in LA, so you're in a good city. You're in a very marquee city. You know, you're somewhere where free agents would want to go to, want to play at because they get to live in LA. They get to play at SoFi. You're there. You also do have a quarterback in Harbaugh, so you don't have to go out and search for a QB. So you already got certain pieces installed that should make this transition easier for you. So shout out to Jim Harbaugh. We'll see what he does. I think he'll be a successful coach there because why would he not be? He's won everywhere, but we'll see. But shout out Jim.
Courtney, what do you think about this Harbaugh move?
When I first found out the news, my first thought was when we had Chuck on here a couple of weeks ago, and he said something that kind of stuck with me. It's curious that you, Jim Harbaugh, that is, that you choose to go to the same conference as your brother, who is currently in the pinnacle right now of the sport.
He want to get that look back.
That's yeah. Clearly he's got a chip or something going on there. No. But for real, I mean, good for him. You know, like you said, he's won everywhere that he's been. Good for the Charger brand, I guess. I don't know.
All 5 of the Chargers fans in LA.
Yeah. But no, it's a great hire. Objectively, it's a great hire. I wish nothing but the worst for Jim Harbaugh, though, personally. And yeah, I wish them nothing but awful records moving.
Awful things. Dante, what'd you think about this one?
This is amazing for the Chargers. And this is amazing for my season tickets. So I fucking love it. I am very excited. I am extremely excited because one thing I know, he's gonna build a winner. That's what he does. He does it every way it goes. I think this is great for Justin Herbert. I think this is really gonna help his. I don't even want to say development because one thing we just need to see Justin win. We need to see him get to the
gotta win. He's developed. He's gotta win.
And that's more so the team. And that winning is a team sport. It means a team thing. And we talk about one of the quintessential team sports in football. Like it's 11 people on both sides of the ball. So no matter how great you are, you need your team. So I think Harbaugh's gonna have that team together. They're gonna be a disciplined bunch. They're gonna be really exciting to watch, and I think that's going to be good, and it's going to help them in LA because they need that. Because if they're not winning, they're not going to, as we've seen, they're not going to garner any type of excitement being a mediocre middle of the road team, especially when you're sharing that building with the Rams, who have won a Super Bowl. And so you may not, ever shake that San Diego lower label, but if you want to, this is the guy to do it. So, I'm all for it. Like I said, he gonna do his thing.
And paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna